Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. How are you doing, everybody? I'm sorry if you hear some music in the background because I'm already recording at school. So it looks like in the KG department, they are playing some songs like Shahwat Shahabit something. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But today, inshallah, or now, we're gonna start to learn how to start a simple design. So once you open your TinkerCad account, if it was your first time, you'll see a big plus sign here and some tutorials beside it. So don't click the tutorials, just click the plus sign here on the left side, or you can click this create button and then you're gonna select 3D design. In case you design something, you will see the page like what I can see here, because these are some designs that I made to show you how to do stuff. So basically you'll click the big plus sign here, or you click create 3D design, or the other way is to like tinker and click 3D design and start tinkering, because I've been already logged in. If in case you would like to log in, you click join class, use your class code and your nickname. But I'm already logged in, so I'll just go to designs and click create and start 3D design. Okay, the first thing I'll ask you to think of or to keep in mind while designing is that you can literally zoom in too much. I can literally build a house in this area, you know, or I can build a house on this full area, because later, what I mean is, you can literally build a whole village here, or maybe I can use the whole space to build a large house. It doesn't matter, because actually this depends on your preferences, because later when you come to download or export this for printing, you can change the size in the slicer software afterwards. So it's all right if you can just build a house on this whole area, or build something using the full ground, and it's okay also if you zoom in and you start to build something small like this. So if I zoom out, imagine that I built a whole district here, like a house and a hospital and a police office, whatever. You can make use of all the space, or you can build a large house, because again it doesn't matter, guys, because afterwards while printing you can change the size if you want. So basically this is your design area or design studio. The basic stuff is you can I'm moving around now using my right mouse button, the right click button. So if you hold it and turn right and left, up and down, forward, backward, like this, you can see your model from all the angles. What else you can do is to use your left button and click this cube to see the top, the front, the bottom, and these things. But this will be, again, I'm using a fast speed mouse, so this will just, move too much than I need. The best thing to do is to use my right click button on the mouse and use it to navigate around and move, turn my model, and so on. Okay, sometimes I have something large that is like, if I just want to see everything from the around, especially if I'm zoomed in, I cannot see everything, so I need to take it up or down, right or left. So in this case, you use the same right click button of the mouse with the shift button on the keyboard. And in the next lecture, inshallah, next video, I'll be showing you how to use the keyboard with the mouse at the same time, so that you can navigate better. So in this case, guys, you need to hold down the shift button on the keyboard while clicking the right click button on the mouse, so that you can move your whole design area to the right or left or up or down, however you would like to do it. So how am I zooming in? I zoom in using the mouse wheel. You can also go here to put everything back again into the home position. That's why they give it the sign or the icon of a home, because you have to sometimes you have to go back to the home position or the home view. This one says fit all in one view. So if I have all the design in this area, so I would like to make everything fit here. So this is to zoom in, this is to zoom out, and this one is switch to flat view, like the orthographic. So now I changed this back again, but again, so if I'm looking at something flat like this, you'll see that the angles here are expanding. You feel there's something wrong, right? You see that everything is expanding or taking a shape like you're moving a piece of jelly somehow. But if you click back here, you'll see everything back in the normal view now. So these were the basic stuff to do. So let me take you to like a real example to show you better how do these things play important while viewing or navigating around your project. So if you have a large project made of a lot of stuff like this, okay, so yeah, sometimes I need to do something in this area. I want it to be still zoomed in like this, and I held the shift button, because if I'm using the mouse right click button, it will be just rotating. So if I would like to do something here, like for example, if I want to see if this cone is touching the floor or just raised up a few millimeters, I'll not be able to see this like that. But I can use the shift button and zoom in until I have a look at, as if I'm looking through the edge of this floor. You see? So maybe something is raised up a lot or too much. This dog, for example, is put down because this guy put the floor afterwards. Maybe it's raised up a little. So if you zoom in, you see, I can see now from the floor level. So this is where the shift button plays a good part. So this dog shows that it's raised up a little. So you can just use this black arrow to drop it down back again, okay, until it's on the floor. So if something is not on the floor, actually you can click the D button to make it go down back to the ground floor. But because we added this green layer above the floor, so that's why the legs of or the feet of the dog are not actually appearing. Okay, so you need to raise it up a little bit. Why did we add this solid floor above this the normal floor that you get? Because actually this student Qasim, I'll show him when he made this design. I told him, if you think now about printing this design, so after printing, actually all these parts will fall apart. This dog and the sofa, the table, the cones, the gate, everything will fall apart because there is no common floor. There is no common ground. The normal ground that you see here, guys, is actually transparent. It's nothing. So literally nothing is here, If I'm gonna print it now, nothing will be printed because actually there is nothing. So I was just gonna go back to the design that we just started. Yes, the simple one. Okay, so there must be a common floor, because this is not a floor, that's the ground only. So if I'm designing something here, let's say we have like a building, another building. These two buildings after printing will fall apart or detach from each other because there is no common floor. So I can make a common floor. You just get a solid cube, squeeze it a few millimeters and expand it and use it as a common floor, so that everything you're gonna print will be stuck together by this common floor, connecting all of them together. You can give it any color you want. During the design, you can actually make it transparent for the sake of design. Afterwards, you can turn it into solid again. You can click here to make it hollow so that you will be able to see everything through. These two cubes now are submerged into it. Now, actually, we need to move them a little. Yes. In case there is a door or a sofa, a horse, whatever you put here, the feet of it will be submerged into this common floor that we made. So that's why actually I would recommend you make it transparent at the beginning. You put everything above like so that after printing you will have everything connected together or link it together. Let's make it green like grass, maybe. So you have to keep in mind the printing process afterwards from the beginning, because if you don't do this, after you finish all your design, you will be asked to put a common floor and literally raise every single bit of your design. You have to raise it up a little bit. So that's a problem, of course. So you have to bear this in your mind. Take it into consideration since you're starting out. So that's literally a nice house. It's hollow inside. You can actually have a look through the house inside. So you see the stairs, the door from behind. You can navigate it. You see this woman or girl that we killed last time. It's so funny that we killed her. We added a story here. So basically, you can literally do whatever you want. So this hollow place, this hollow house is amazing. You can put a sofa, a table, a TV, a computer screen, whatsoever. So how to make this house hollow so that if you would like to keep stuff inside. Let's go back to our basic design back again. Okay. I'll erase everything that we made so far. Okay. To delete something, you just select it and you just click the delete button on the keyboard, or you select it and click this basket shape or icon here so that you have it deleted. So now let's start by building a simple house that we made in the classroom last time to show you back. We are actually making these videos to revise and add more information. So as I told you guys, you take a solid cube, and then you start expanding it using these white squares, and you see this black arrow here at the top. You use it to raise something up or down, and also there are 3 rotation arrows here. That's one that can flip something like this, forward or backward. This one will flip it right and left, and this one can rotate it, in place. And there are some degrees, of course. You can see the numbers here. So if you do something by hand, actually it's not gonna be that perfect or in good angle or good size. So for example, I'm not sure if this cube is equal in the sides or not, because actually your eyes might get tricked sometimes. To make the sides equal, you can simply again choose it or select it, but instead of clicking on these white squares to expand them like this, you can actually click on these numbers now that I'm showing. So we can make this 100 by 100. Let's move it here a little bit. So click back on the number and make this one 100 by 100. That's how you make sure all the sides are equal. It's raised up a little bit, so let's drop it down a little. Or you can select the object and click D button on the keyboard. If you click the D button on the keyboard, so everything comes back to the it's a shortcut for drop to the floor. So that's how you make it. If you're not sure if something is exactly on the floor or not, because you see how it looks like on the floor, but if you look from the ground level, so you'll see that it's raised up a little. So here you select it and click D on the keyboard, and it will come down to the floor. Anyway, Okay, I'll expand this. I'll make it a little bit higher. That's a good shape for a house, for example. So now if I would like to make any part hollow or delete part of something, use this, transparent cube. So if I expand it like this and I push it here. So now it's penetrating through the other one like this. And if I select both of them, how to select two objects together, like how you select some files on the computer, like you click, you go somewhere where is nothing, because if there's something here, if you click on it, it will start moving. No, you go somewhere where there is nothing and you click the left button of the mouse and you go like this, not very long distance. You don't need to go that far. Just touch part of this part and touch a small part of the other part. Or you can go select like this and hold the shift button to select both or more than one part. Imagine that there is a cylinder here. If you just click like this, you may select the cylinder with them. So in this case, you can select some parts by holding the shift while clicking on the parts that you want to group. Okay, let's delete this one. We don't need it. So now you need to group them together. This transparent cube, you can actually turn it into solid if you want, or turn the solid into hollow. You can change the color of something like here. Okay, whatever you would like to do, you can do it easily. So you can have also not only the color but also properties for this shape. You can see the radius if you would like to have small smooth corners or sharp corners. You can literally turn it into very smooth or like oval shape, and also something called the steps. How many steps are there? Okay, also the length, how long it is, the width. You can control these things, the height and so on. To go back, let's assume that you did something wrong and you would like to go back, like I deleted something unintentionally, or you were unaware of something, you just clicked the wrong button or deleted the wrong part. You can click Control, hold the Control button on your keyboard and click the Z button. Z one time, Z one time, Z one time, Z one time. You go like this to go back. See, it will take you back throughout all the steps that you made from the beginning. To go forward, maybe I went back too much, so you can actually click on this arrow here. These two arrows take you back to previous steps or forward steps, so that you can go to the step where you would like to do. So I'll delete this part. Now I need to group these two parts together. I group by just selecting both of them and click here on this button. This button called group, or you can use the Control G on your keyboard, Control G, and you group them together. طيب, what is the total value of like having a transparent shape, which is nothing, together with a solid shape? So if you combine a solid shape with a transparent shape, you have to group them together, and the final total is you get a cut like this. So the transparent one will cancel or delete part of the solid one. So basically, we don't want to do this. Actually, we would like to make the house empty. Some of you guys would start by making walls, and you're gonna make another wall. Okay, I told you in the class that this is a really wrong practice, because you will never make sure if the walls are equal. One smart guy told me, teacher, I can just copy and paste the wall and make 4 of it, so they will be all equal. So okay, let's guess that you make like Control C to copy and Control V to paste what you copied. What is the other way is to select something and click this button, duplicate, and then you go here, click, and you will have a duplicate of it. So if you think you can use 4 of these to build your house, I'm gonna rotate this one like so. Again, this is not a good practice at all, because you cannot make sure if they are equal, they are smooth enough. So this is really a wrong practice that I don't recommend. What I advise you to do, guys, is here is our cube that was 100 by 100. So you can get another transparent cube, put it above it. You put the transparent above the solid one, and you click these squares. We're gonna change these numbers. So we made a solid cube 100 by 100. So we're gonna make this one 90 by 90. So I'm holding the shift button now on the keyboard to move this away from this properties bar. So you click here and change this to 90 by 90. Okay, so I zoom out, click like this. I want now to put these 2 cubes exactly above each other so that all the walls will be equal. So you rotate around like this until you make sure that all the sides are equal. So that's transparent, so you can see through, of course. Make sure all the walls are equal. I guess they are equal now. So the best thing is to have a top view like that. And actually you can see, why do I think it's rotated a little, right? It's a little bit rotated. So you can rotate it back. But that's too much. We need it to be rotated like 3 degrees maybe. Oh no, to the opposite direction, like -3 degrees. That was also too much. So -1 is enough. I guess it's all right now. Yes, it's all right. So basically this is how you can use the numbers. So what I need to do now, this is actually above the solid one. So we need to expand it like this and push it all the way down until it penetrates through the solid one. So now if I group them together, what will happen? Yes, exactly. So the transparent one will cancel this part in the solid one. This is how you can make anything empty or delete part of something. If I would like to delete a corner from here, I would take this solid cylinder, expand it. Maybe I'll turn this into hollow. Okay. If I select both of them and group them together, I'll get like a curve cut here. See? I cut a curve here for any reason if you want. I'm just showing you that literally you can turn any shape into transparent and use it to cut. Like for example, if I would like to cut something here, let's flip this one. We will flip it -90. Let's take it up. Okay. I use this one, for example, to cut through here. Maybe. I'm just showing you, you can do amazing stuff. Okay, let's turn this into hollow, group them together, and you will have a cut here like this. Okay, so literally you can use any shape to cut through the solid shape. So now I want to make an opening for the door, for example. So you click a transparent cube. Okay, you put it on the floor like this, expand it, make it larger somehow, put it in the place you want, and you have to make sure that it's not outside, it's penetrating. It should be penetrating through the solid part, so that now I can select both of them and group them together, and voila, you will have an opening for the door. Let's repeat the same step for the window. We'll go a little bit faster to make the video as short as possible. so you guys not gonna be bored or feel bored. So you have to take it backward until it penetrates through the solid one, go somewhere where there's nothing, and select both of them and group them together. So what if I want to change the width of the door or the height of the door? If you come here and double click, okay, you are supposed to see the hidden part back again, but because we made a lot of steps, so you see here on the window it's showing up. Let's try this on the door. Change the perspective somehow. Actually, you can go select everything and ungroup. You go like ungroup to show what you want, and then you can group them back again. So basically, if you click here, you're supposed to see the ungrouped parts. See, here I can change this size if I want, but I don't want. Once you click somewhere else, all of them will just disappear. I'm just having slow internet, that's why they are not working as I wish. Okay, I have to group them back again. So I don't like now the position of the window, so I'll go Control Z, Control Z, Control Z until we go back to where we were. Okay, that was all right. So basically now you can take this roof now, expand it, make it the size you want. Some students will make it exactly at the size of the house, or I prefer to make it a little bit larger to have like shadow around the house. I guess it looks better. So maybe you need to raise the top higher if you want. I don't know. It actually depends on your own perspective. Okay. Looks like the large cube was also rotated, so this causes a problem because we needed to have started from the beginning. Everything is rotated now, so everything is off by 1 degree, as we said. So that's minus. So let's also give this -1. Now it's fine. They are aligned now. But looks like this side is larger than the other size. This side looks larger, but I guess they are the same. It's just because of the angle we are looking from. So anyway, we just go here. Here, guys, you can actually change the shapes that you can see and use for the design. Some of the shapes are like, we are already in the basic shapes. Design starters will show you some other shapes. There is also creatures and characters. You can use a person, put him here like saying welcome or something. Okay. Anytime you can load more shapes. You see it started to appear now because we have slow internet connection, but if we have faster internet connection, this will show at the same time. You just take something here and put it here and it will show up immediately. But because we have slow internet, it takes a while. Anyway, just go explore all these shapes. Okay, structure and scenery, for example, you come here to take the window. The window comes so large like this. You can then expand it, change the size, stick it here, and raise it up. And that's it. Okay. Now you will not see a door here, so you need to load more shapes. Here's the door. I don't know why the window comes so large, the door comes very small. You expand the door. Okay, you may make it thicker if you want. Stick it to the opening here so that you can see through. Okay. If it doesn't cover the whole opening, you can make it larger if you want, but you can literally now go and even have a look inside the house. You are seeing everything from behind. Okay, this looks good. Okay. Now, if I would like to add a bed inside, there was a bed here, and make someone like sleep on the bed or something. So the best way to stay away from any hassle or difficulty is to remove this roof to one of the sides, and then put whatever you would like to put here in the room. And you may add a desk or a table. Now we have a desk here, but this one needs to be rotated because the drawers are showing on the other side. So you can rotate this by 180 degrees to flip it. Put it beside the wall somehow. You may have like a sofa somewhere. Okay. I guess we still have internet connection problem, but yeah, here it is. Take this far away somehow. You can use a chair like this one in front of the disk. Rotate it 80 degrees. 90 degrees. And then you put it here somehow. You have a nice room now, right? So basically that's everything. Once you finish putting all the stuff inside, you can put the roof back again. Okay, so but again, if you think about printing this model, you have to put in mind, or to keep in your mind, that the problem will be printing the roof. Why, guys? Because basically when you learn how the printers work, you'll know that this roof will cause you trouble while printing. So this means you will have to print this roof alone and the house alone, and then after printing you stick them together. This is the best way to do it, because when the printer comes to print this part of the roof, it's already raised up from the floor and there is nothing down to support it. You see, the printer will start printing from the floor up. So it's gonna be all right to print all these things, but how about this floor part, the roof part? So the plastic will fall down to the floor because there is nothing underneath, there is nothing down. And if afterwards, when I teach you printing, inshallah, so you'll know that we will use something called the support material. So there will be extra plastic that's gonna be printed on the floor all the way up with the walls and everything, so that when the printer comes to print the roof, the plastic will not fill to the floor. There will be something to print the roof on. But the problem is, how are we gonna be able to remove this extra plastic from the house after printing? And this extra plastic will be everywhere, even on the sofa, on the table, on the chair, on the bed. So literally you're gonna ruin your design. You will end with a house full of plastic that's not easy at all to be cleaned after printing. So basically, guys, the best solution is to take this take this roof aside. You may put it down here or take it to another design, and you're gonna print both of them together like this. And after printing, you just take the roof and stick it here with like glue or super glue or something. So that's basically it for this time. You may add anything else you would like to add. A tent outside of the house, maybe. Not sure. What is this? This one says pagoda rooftop. Looks like a Chinese rooftop. Okay. Not sure what is a pagoda rooftop is, but looks to me like a Chinese rooftop somehow. Which actually looks nice also. Doesn't look bad, but you can literally add more beauty to your design. Can change the color if you would like. Whatever fits you anyway. I love this color anyway. Okay. Looks like it was really well made. So you can put it down. I'm not sure how it should be put, but anyway, it looks beautiful anyway. Instead of this normal roof, I like this one more actually. It looks super big or large for the house size, but you can do your work. You can get a palm tree here or there. I will also teach you how to get stuff from an external source, like another website where there will be so many 3D models. The last one here is shape generators. We can show all the shapes. There will be some random shapes or extra shapes that you may need, like the stairs, for example. If I duplicate this one, I can make more chairs. Okay, let's raise this up a little bit and stick them together. So you can expand the chair, the stairs if you want, make it longer or whatever. So yani, I'm just showing you some stuff, and there are also many other shapes here. You can just load more, load more, load more. We're gonna need these things in the upcoming lessons, inshallah. So the last thing I would like to, tell you about today is, if you go back to basic shapes, you'll find a text. This text is showing the word text when it starts and also on the floor. So you can literally change the text here, like with your name or like a word like welcome. You can change the font, you can change the height, the width, the bevel, whatever you would like to do. If I would like to change the color, I change the color here, make it smaller to fit my house, put somewhere if you want. And that's it. And this is how actually you can write your name on any design that you make or so on. Whatever guys, that's it for today's lesson. Next time inshallah I'll show you more. I hope this video is not that long and you will not feel bored about it anyway. So thank you so much guys, and see you in the upcoming videos inshallah. Bye bye.